Hello everyone and welcome in our new YouTube video. And this is the third project video where I'm going to demonstrate a chat application, and we will also further study the concept of handshake. Okay, basically how chat application internally work. It is little bit different from normal request response cycle we used to send in HTTP request. So further we will see how WebSocket works. Okay, and this is the third video. So you can also check. This is my first video and second video. In every project video, I try to teach you something new with project. Okay, so in this project we will see chat application. So before that, what tech stack I'm using. So now let's go to our folder structure. So this is the backend, this is the front end or client side, and the backend node module is not inside the backend. It is in root directory basically. So you can see the package.json here. Okay, and the front end node module is inside the front end folder. So you can see like package.json is inside the here in front end. So it's very good to tell you what thing I have used using the dependency. Okay, so I use bcrypt, cookie parser. These all things are default. Okay, but bcrypt is for encrypting your password. .env for environment variable, and for backend framework we use Express, and for JSON Web Token for tokenization, and Mongoose as a ORM. Okay, and socket.io. So this is the main hero of the video. That's why that's why I made this video. And Mongoose, and MongoDB as a database. And for React as a front end. Okay, our most beloved and famous framework, React. And one most important thing for the state management, I don't use like RTK, Redux, these things. I use Zustan. Okay, Zustan is also working similar like Redux, but it is more easier to use. Okay, so any beginner can easily understand because it has a less boilerplate code. Okay, so for state management, I use Zustan. So now we discuss the tech stack I have been used. So now at the starting, you see our like MongoDB collection is empty. So now let's spin up our projects. Okay. So to spin up this, first of all, you have to start your backend from the root directory. So I write npm start, and I think our collection will be formed after successfully. So let's refresh and let's see is there any collection available or not. Yeah, this is ChatterBox, and there are basically one collection. It contained conversations, messages, and users. So let me explain what all these are. Users basically user A, user B, user C. Multiple user can create account. Okay, this is the message store, what message is being sent. Okay, and this is the conversation. This contain basically a conversation between person A and person B. Okay, a person A data and person B data. We will look into more practical when we send message between us. Okay, so now let's spin up our front end. And by the way, I have hosted this thing, Chatterbox, but I don't let anyone use this app because there is a problem. I will tell you later. Okay. There is a problem. There is a problem. Okay. So let me change directory to the front end. Now npm run dev to spin up the Vite project, Vite or React. Okay, this is the localhost 3000. And let's see how our front end looks like. Yes, probably There is a fault in my browser, Brave browser. This is responding, okay, unauthorized, no token provided. So let me log out. And this is for login, okay. There is no user logging, there is no user as well. So we have to register. This is the register form. Let me register with Shivam, username Shivam. This must be unique. Okay. Password is 123456. Confirm password 123456. Mail and sign up. Yes, you can see Shivam. Now let me open another browser so that I can show you the second user. As for now, there is no user. What thing open? I just opened Opera. What just open? I don't know. Yes. So localhost 3000. Okay. Let me register. So I will tell you why I don't let you use this app because there is one problem. Okay. So there is no user. For example, I created one more user. So by default, it will show me here. Okay. Again, if I want uh, if I create any other user, it will show here. So basically, let's suppose this is the hosted URL and I share somebody, okay, and I share some of my multiple friends, and everyone created account, and that friend also shared their friend, and those people also created account on this same URL. So their ID also reflect here. So that's why I have been prohibited using everybody. But on personal level, you can use this. Okay, this work very good. Uh, for the second user, what name we use? Mm, let me type Ellie. Ellie. Password is again 123456. 123456. And this is the female. Sign up. You see, Shiva. In this browser, I have created a user Shivam and it reflects here. Okay. So again, if I share this URL and you created this thing, you reflect here. But I don't want any other mutual friend show me. That's why I prohibited using this. So this is best for the personal group or personal use where every friend and everyone knows each other. So let me search Ellie here. No search found. What the? Okay, let me check the database. Users, Shivam. Okay, Ellie. But why no Ellie? Here is Ellie. This is Ellie dashboard. And if I search Ellie, I don't know why this query won't work. So, okay, one thing I can do, if I send message to Shivam, Ellie must be shown here, okay? The search functionality worked pretty well, but I don't know what happened here. So let me send hi. Again, there is no Ellie here. Okay, now Ellie is here, Ellie is here. Yeah, this is basically, you can say this is not problem in in the app, but in problem is this cloud is hosted. Okay, this is the this database is not in local. This is hosted on cloud.mongodb. So sometime it will take extra time. Okay, to send you the data. So that's why the same thing happened. And you can notice there is a live active green dot. If the conversation is active, there is a green dot. Let me again say hi from this side. You can see there is a gap little bit. Actually you don't have to refresh every time. But when I developed this app in the local database, it worked pretty well. Due to because these are the free tier, These are the free tier database. So that's why it maybe work very slow. So now let's us understand how this work. Video is already 10 minutes. Okay. So basically there is a concept called handshaking used in WebSocket programming. Okay. So now let's understand what is WebSocket, like what is handshaking. So let me open Paint. You see, this is the basic app. I don't know why there is a, I also use a sound like a pin, like a notification sound whenever somebody send you a message. So if I log out from LE, this is the logout. Okay. And also let me show you one thing I forget, database. So these are the two users as a simple user collection. Now the messages. This is the message document. So this is message hi, hi, hi. Okay. So by the sender ID, by the receiver ID, again the sender ID, receiver ID. This is for the message. Which sender is sent this message and which receiver received this message. And now let's go in conversation. What set of conversation is done? There is like only one set of conversation. For example, between Shivam and Ali. That's why there is one conversation. For example, if Shivam chat another, let's take a different example. For example, John and Alex, they both chat together. There is another document form here between like conversation between John and Alex. So for now, there is conversation between Shivam and Ali. So let's see what conversation. So you can see participant ID means the user ID of first, user ID of second, and these are the messages. Okay, there is these messages I store here between conversation between Shivam and Ali. Okay, so this is the schema design, how it look like. You can see. So now let's go to the concept behind used in WebSocket. So that's what I am telling you, the different concepts using live practical example. Okay. So in general, how your request response cycle work? Basically, in HTTP. Okay, like you build any API in HTTP. So basically there is a request. This is the user. Let's suppose this is user and this is server. Okay. So you request something and server respond you. Connection close. So this is called one request response cycle. Every time, for example, you search something and hit enter, it will go, the request goes to server and server respond you. And the connection between you and server is closed immediately here. Again, if you want to retrieve any data, send any something, okay, you will request and server will respond. Okay. And again, connection is closed. So basically, what's the problem here? In normal HTTP request response cycle is when you send message and there is no response. For example, user is not active, there is no response. User didn't see, you don't know. The connection is closed. So every time when you want to chat with your friend or someone else, you are constantly hitting the server. You are constantly hitting the server each and every time. And for example, there is a 1000 user, then the server is overloaded because every time you are hitting the server. So for example, there is user 1 and user 2. Okay, this is the server. So you want to send message to this person. Okay, there is also a advanced concept like WebRTC. I'm not going to telling what is WebRTC, but this is the new concept, like maybe getting famous in 2020, 2020, 2019. This WebRTC is on boom because the two browser, your Chrome browser and your friend Chrome browser can directly connect to each other. This is very like best thing. Now you can share some file or anything with WebRTC enabled infrastructure application. So you can also create a chatting app using WebRTC, but we use socket concept. Okay, socket concept. So in WebRTC, your browser is directly connected to each other, your browser and browser. But in apart from WebRTC, everything can go from server to the user, and again user to server to again user. So if you want to send a hi message to this person, firstly you send hi to server, and in normal request response, I'm talking about a normal request response, like you send request, you get response. So you send hi to server, and now this person is again requesting, is there any message for me? It request. Server said, yeah, there is a message for you. This is your message. And again, if again he think like there is another message for me. Let's suppose he is guessing. So again he hit request, but this time there is no message. So he have to hit server repeatedly to see there is any message. So there is a problem. Like every time he is hitting server to get the message. So the problem is like this connection is closed. So we have to stay alive that connection. The connection is closed after every response. So we have to do something like the connection will be stay alive. Okay. So there is a concept of socket. Okay. Socket and handshake. So initially I think you pretty well understand what the problem we face. So for example, uh, you send a HTTP request initially. Now I am coming to socket, okay, socket or WebSocket. So initially you send HTTP request. What HTTP request is this? This is basically upgrade. Upgrade yourself like something. Upgrade, okay. Let me just write UPG, upgrade. You send a request, HTTP request. Initially, you send a HTTP request to server, okay, to server HTTP request, and you say upgrade to WebSocket, okay, and server accepted this HTTP request and this upgrade into WebSocket, and it will respond you, yeah, I am upgraded. Like I am now from HTTP to I am like a WebSocket, okay. So now the good thing is here, there is no connection closed. Okay, no connection is closed. You cannot say a single request response cycle has been done. If something is sent and again sent back and server automatically cut off, then there is a one request response cycle. So what happening here? What happening here? So you send something, you send hi, you send again hi, you send again hi. There is no close connection, okay? Because you are upgraded to WebSocket. You can send multiple messages, okay? Because there is no concept like single or one request response cycle, because this is upgraded to WebSocket. So if the user responded you hi, hello, hello. This look like this, okay? So in single request response cycle, it goes here, back here, again goes here, again back here. So this is the unidirectional, okay? This is the unidirectional. At one time, one person can like chat, or at one time you can send request to server. But this is the bidirectional. When you're sending hi, at the same moment, user can also send you hi. Like, okay, so this is how the WebSocket looks like. So like now you are asking Shivam, how the connection is closed? Because in single request response cycle, the request goes here, response came back, and connection is closed. In this case, you have to cut your application or just exit. You just get exit, connection is closed. No worries. Okay. So that's how things look like. Okay. So in the small, like in our small web app, ChatterBox, the under the hood concept, this is used. Okay. So first of all, let me give you a clear image. WebSocket. How WebSocket or handshake look like? Handshake WebSocket. Mm, So basically what diagram I drawed earlier, I'm searching for that diagram because it's the easy one to understand. You can see something like here. Okay, this is the Cisco website. You can see HTTP 1 or 1.1. You get something, you get response. You get something, you get response, and the close. This is automatically close. Okay. There is another concept, short pulling, long pulling. We don't have to get there. Now there is a WebSocket. You see, I hope you all can see. You can see there is like a get upgrade. First, you send HTTP request to server. You write get upgrade. The server is upgraded and it send you response like yeah, I'm upgraded. Protocol is accepted. And now there is a constant connection between you. So you can frequently send the message. So let me tell you one a secret thing under the hood how this constant connection is connected. In single request response, this connection is close, but how this is continue? Because under the hood, it automatically sends multiple requests under the hood, back to back under the hood, under the hood. There is no like I for now, I don't know any technology that constantly connected to server without sending any request or response. Okay, so there is only like you send something, you get back something. So in the same thing, previously I said you send upgrade to WebSocket, it upgraded, it will be like connected forever until unless you close the server. But under the hood, what happening is like it's send multiple, like send back to back, sending to stay connected. Okay, in this case, you send show me the profile pic. You hit request, you get profile pic. Show me the message. You hit show message, you get message. But in this case, you hit like empty request. You hit multiple request every time, so that these two things can stay connected. So that's the thing like WebSocket under the hood how WebSocket work and what upgrades we say like upgrade yourself from HTTP to WebSocket. So I think this is enough to explain you the WebSocket. Video is already 22 minutes and I will share the repository link of the ChatterBox application and I already show you the like the package.json what library I used. Now let me show you the env structure. Basically this is very basic like MongoDB URI, which is the cloud thing. Okay, this is the cloud URL. I connected JWT secret, some random secret token to like create a payload with the encryption and like okay, only these three things. Okay, for the development env. I will share the like I will share the link, repository link, and I want this time I won't let anybody to use this because if you create like if you create your ID, you will get I can get you here, and you can also get the Ellie and me as well. So that's why sharing the real-time URL, not even sharing, I won't let you use basically. This thing works. This thing works. The URL is this. But if you try to log in, this one, this won't work. Okay, this is the live URL. What the hell? This is login on live URL. I don't know. No worries. You guys can use. Or if I see the video get like video get like very famous or multiple 100 or 10 user came here and my database is blotted, then I will close. For now, there is no user. I can. Okay, there is no problem. It's all okay. Shivam to Ali. Okay, so this is enough for. Okay, so now we will see further in some more project videos. Till then, goodbye, take care.